Hi friends, host Eric here, host Talking with Fence People. I'm on my way to work, and thus I'm making another car video. I'd like to begin today's car video by talking about the different things that comprise my life as a way of segueing into the topic of different things that comprise a life. So, for me, talking with famous people and had utmost importance within a year of me launching my debate business. It was most important to me. It seemed like the thing I cared about most. Prior to that, though, I genuinely had cared a great deal about coaching debate and winning, and it's fair to say I rather delighted in having discovered this field in which I could be judged on my merits, zero sum, against my competitors. Very few things in life afford you that opportunity. And the nice thing about working in that capacity, where there's no ability to hide how you're doing for very long. You can, if you're a brand new coach, you start with a new group, you can always get away with a tournament's worth of like, well, you know, they're brand new and I'm still getting my footing. But beyond that, parents naturally expect their kids to win. Parents go and watch those rounds and they see what the other teams look like. And if your teams are less well prepared and seem to know what they're doing less, then the parents are going to make for sure you notice that. Because there's something rather stark about watching your kid get his or her ass whipped in a round by a much better team. So, this weekend is league championships. I was thinking at the end of the last term, we just didn't do very well. I kind of half-assed the H1B topic initially. Well, I thought, well, that's cool. You know, I'll have league championships coming up. Edmund and Allen will win PF. Grace will win LD. We'll be golden. All will be well. Instead, Allen couldn't go. I couldn't get an answer on my Maverick question, because if you're lacking a partner, you can have one of the kids go by themselves. It's kind of a disadvantage because they got to do all the work themselves, but it wouldn't have been a disadvantage for Edmund who could do both speakers. There are league rules preventing you from winning tournaments as Maverick, basically. But I tried to finagle some sort of way in which they could just compete, lose one round and get a bye or something, and then Allen come and compete Saturday, Sunday. I got no answer to my emails about that. I emailed like 3 different people. So I told Grant and Ian today, I'm like, hey guys, we got to cancel this tournament because I can't. Now that Edmund's canceled and dropped out, I've got 2 new kids. I've got to hire somebody for 3 days, and it's going to cost me too much money. And so, but Grant really wanted to go compete, and so I said, well, you know, all right, go do what you got to do, and hopefully we don't get in trouble. I'm supposed to be there, you know. I can't be there because it's going to cost me too many. I can't afford the 4 hours. Tomorrow, I've got a morning class at 9:30 to 11:30. So maybe I'll show up. Tournament, the first round goes off at 8. Maybe I'll show up in time for that tomorrow. Just wish everybody good luck. Answer any questions or whatever. If it's still running tonight, then I will stop by and talk to the debaters after their last round, maybe. But probably won't still be running by the time I get off work. If they're going to do 2 flight of rounds today, that's 4 hours, that's 4 to 8. I get off at 8:15. I might run late, but I just talk to Grant on the phone. So I guess I probably won't see them until tomorrow. Grant's pretty damn good. At least he's very smart. He understands everything well. He doesn't always spit it out like he's supposed to. He's kind of stuttery, but he's a night speed. He's very, very bright. He picks up everything instantly. And his partner, unfortunately, is an ESFP, as far as I can tell. More or less useless in the debate. I can tell you that. I mean, he's gotten better. He's definitely gotten better. And he's a tolerable first speaker now. You can read the case pretty fluidly, sound like a debater. You just cross your fingers. Nobody asks him any meaningful questions in Crossfire, because whatever answer comes out of his mouth, it could be fine or it could be harikari, you know. He's not aware of how the arguments strategically link to each other in any meaningful sense that I can tell. Anyway, but he is getting better, and he is picking up some bits of idea here and there. So Grant's pretty much got to carry him. Although, depending on the judge, sometimes judges really like somebody who speaks fluidly more than anything they're saying. In which case, Ian can help a bit, because he's a little bit more of a fluid speaker than Grant. He's not as good as Alan, his SE mate, SC Dom, ESTP Alan. He's a beast for a speaker. I mean, he's killer at it. And a damn good debater, frankly. Despite the fact that he doesn't understand everything as well as Edmund. He's not interested in learning to understand everything. That's the weird thing. It's like he's pretty damn good despite himself. Or he doesn't want to listen to my full explanation. Just say what am I supposed to say, Strauss? Why am I supposed to say it? Okay, that's it. Then I don't need any more explanation. No, you do need more explanation, because there are contingencies, you know. So Evan will explain to me later. Okay, fine. Now go shoot imaginary baskets like you always do. Boy, is that boy gonna slay some puss, I tell you. He's so alpha. Anyway, that's not the point. What is the point of this video? Oh yeah, debate and stuff. So, okay, life. That's right. Things that make up a life. Well, for me, I had my friends back in high school. College was a bit of a dark period. I didn't do well socially. I wasn't happy. And then, after college, well, I had my friends again back in Los Angeles. And I had my cool stuff that I did, like playing music and stuff like that. Those seemed important to me. And hosting parties and stuff at the Eagle Rock house where I used to live after college. Those things all seemed very important to me. They made up my sense of self that I was happy with, you know. And then after that, it was my family, my first wife, my daughter, me, and I thought fatherhood suited me very well. That made up an important node of who I was. Chilled me out some. Made me take some things a little more seriously. And then after that, it was classroom teaching. classroom teaching was important to me for a while. After being a special ed teacher, when I finally learned how to teach a real subject, English, grammar at least, and had a real group of students, I thought, oh my God, I actually like teaching. You know, it's weird. I never thought I would like something like that. I always thought it was way too oppressive or something. But, I mean, that was the first thing I learned, really, outside of a person. I learned to take things seriously with my daughter, but, you know, that was a person that I had to take careful care of, obviously. But the first idea or set of ideas or skill set or something in my whole life that I ever really took seriously and understood as being of value was becoming a good classroom teacher. It's a much more difficult job than you'd think. It takes years to get good at it. And, you know, I was never going to be a particularly good English teacher. But it wasn't really my fault. I wasn't going to be a particularly good English teacher because the school administration kept insisting that I do all these writing assignments. I was explaining to them, it's not going to do any good. These writing assignments are stupid. I can't teach people how to write. Nobody can teach anybody how to write. I can teach them grammar, and I can teach them how to write poetry, because it's mechanical. I can say, no, you need to learn to put this many syllables, this many accents. I can teach them how to read debate cases. That's probably the best way to teach them how to write. Teach them how to debate. And then, before you know it, they're making their own cases because they're not satisfied with your default case. And when that's right now, it's super fucking easy because it's some sort of resolution. All you gotta do is make your arguments and find some supporting evidence. Their essays are going to be so much vastly superior than anything else teacher gets in. That job done, consider this kid having been taught how to write, provided they're into debate. If they're not into it, then, you know, sometimes you're just never going to teach them academic shit. You shouldn't bother trying. I mean, as a general rule, we should stop teaching people who don't want to be taught stuff they don't want to be taught, right? Because compulsory education is fucked up beyond all recognition. There's no standard set of things that everybody needs to learn beyond basic arithmetic and reading and writing, like, you know, being able to spell basic things and write sentences, or, you know, nothing beyond 3rd or 4th grade should be standardized like that. And even before then, it's obscene and offensive the way that phonics has replaced whole language acquisition. For intuitives, the best way to teach intuitives how to read is whole language acquisition. Don't teach it to them directly, just read books with them and they'll read it. They'll pick it up just fine. And depending on the type of intuitive, they'll probably become an excellent writer without any effort. And then other types, it's going to be a struggle for them no matter what. I mean, it boils down to, we've got to start acknowledging earlier in students' lives that some people are meant to delegate certain tasks to others, some people are meant to have tasks delegated to them, and so forth. I'm not good at certain kind of things, and I am good at other kind of things, as is everybody else. And, you know, there may be some value in learning the basics of shit you're not good at, but not sufficient value that we prefer teaching you shit randomly, not based on you at all, over letting you decide, or your parents, or some combination of the two, what education is suitable and desired. education should be a naturally occurring phenomenon when you seek to need to know something. You know, when you seek to know something because you need to know it. Like how education happens all the time nowadays on the internet. Oh shit, the freezer's broken. What should I do? Oh, let's look at a YouTube video. Oh shit, I'm trying to see if I can get a second harvest from my pot plant. I wonder if I can put it back in a vegetative state after it's been budded already and I've already harvested it. Can I get a second harvest out of it? And if so, how do I know if I'm doing it right or what? Well, fucking YouTube. I found the answer to that question this morning, and I'm perfectly set up for it. It's already started going back into vegetative. I didn't even realize it, but it had. So, that's how education should work. I need to know something. I seek a source of information that provides the answer. And I need to know it for a specific reason. Not because it's important that everybody learn this, but because I want my pot plant to make a second harvest. You know? That's a good reason to learn something. It's an actual reason to learn something. Why are we learning chemistry? Well, some of us are going to be chemists. Well, great. I'm not going to be a chemist because chemistry is boring as fuck. And I want nothing to do with it ever again, please. It's insanely dull and awful and terrible in every way. So, you know, why does it exist? For me, in my education thing. Why did I have the stupidest fucking things I took in school? Like, I remember taking an economics class, and the teacher spending like weeks and weeks and weeks on supply and demand, which I got the first time he explained it. And I don't think everybody in the class was that stupid. I think people were just dragging their feet so that we wouldn't have to do anything meaningful. I don't know. I didn't learn anything in economics class because it wasn't economics class. It was, I don't even know what that thing was that we took. Some sort of, like, pretend economics class or remedial economics class. I don't know. But, fucking, I can't believe how much of my time the school system wasted. Oh my God, this history teacher we had in high school who was such a drunk and who would give us these ridiculous photocopied history tests. We were supposed to fill in the bubbles. And he'd go off. He'd leave the room when he gave the test and we could cheat. And he'd go to the bathroom and drink, I think. Everybody knew he was drunk all the time. Anyway, I don't remember much of anything of value from high school at all. Except, I do remember when my psychology teacher in high school said, remember that the people you really don't like in life, shit that really bothers you, it really bothers you because you see that as being a part of yourself that you don't like, and that's what you're reacting against, not really the other person. It's very paraphrased, but that made an impact on me. I remember thinking, that's really interesting. I liked writing for the newspaper in high school. That was fun. But I was so goddamn... I so didn't appreciate anything that I had available to me. I didn't appreciate that, I wasn't going to have many opportunities to become state champion in debate. And maybe only one, and maybe my team wouldn't go. Maybe it did matter. Maybe I did care. Right? I mean, the thing is, at the time, I was absolutely certain I didn't give a flying fuck about any of that stuff. I didn't give a fuck about the newspaper. I didn't give a fuck about the debate. I didn't give a fuck about anything except being cool and being liked and being thought to be smart or clever or something. I mean, I cared about chicks too. I was stressed a lot about chicks back in the day. Very, very stressed about chicks because I was basically like 18 years old, a virgin, and no experience with chicks or no idea of how that's supposed to work. I got a chick for a couple years there, 18 to 20. I loved her. She was great. Chrisley. Probably an INFP. But it's hard to say. I truly love that girl. But, you know, that's the thing about stages of development. The blindness towards my own feelings, my own caring about things or not caring about things, all that stuff, my own sense of what mattered, it was just so fucking skewed. I was blind to lots of stuff, and then when I would sort of create these artificial replacements. I remember when I was maybe 22 or something, I had a heavy acid trip, and I was post-trip tripping out on that I had maybe done some damage to my brain or something. And I remember thinking, well, if I did, it's not displaying. In other words, I can tell by listening to myself talk that I'm talking the same as I was before. So, to the extent that I am brain damaged, nobody will be able to tell. So, therefore, it doesn't matter. Obviously, I wasn't brain damaged. This is sort of hypochondria you get when you're 22 or whatever. And before that, even in middle school, I had hypochondria about smoking pot, that it was making me stupid, and that if I didn't stop, I'd become retarded. But of course, it doesn't make you stupid. They were all lying. Fucking school, so full of lies. It's so chock full of lies. These essays you have to write, like, talk about how the character displays courage in this book or something. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? Nobody wants to read that. Nobody wants to write that. Nobody wants to read it. Why are we doing it? You know, who the fuck cares? It's not worth writing anything about. Okay, maybe it was a good book, fine. Why do I have to write an essay on it? If I were to write an essay on a book, it would be meaningful. It wouldn't be anything like the essays you read in school. It would be something along the lines of what Opaloid does with those poems. You know, he links them to something meaningful in his life or to other people's lives, and therefore it's not just a complete fucking waste of time like it is in school. I mean, and the other thing is, it's practice work. It's not even real work. If at least all the students were required to have a blog or something and post their stupid, pointless fucking essays on their blog as blog posts, well, then at least it'll be published work in some capacity, and you could see the development over time, and, you know, it would have more meaning. Instead, you just get a letter on it, and you get back to you, and then you take it home, and Mom puts it on the fridge, and then he puts it in a box somewhere, and whatever. I mean, it's not like it's interesting in and of itself. It's just a little piece of your fucking slave history. So this is when you were enslaved in the 3rd grade and had to go to that room all day, every day, despite not wanting to go there and not liking it. Oh yeah, I know, people abused you there, but you have to stay. You have to stay there or you're going to get abused more. It's illegal for you to leave. I can't believe that we start off our lives in such a wretched circumstance. Like, what the fuck? Alright, go to school now. I don't want to go there. It's boring. You know, the children, only some of them seem to like me at all. Some of them seem to quite despise me. And the teachers, the things they say to us in class, they're odd things that aren't useful things for children to be told. This mission that I've made out of sugar cubes and stuff, I'm not sure what I learned from this, except I hate making shit out of sugar cubes. I did learn that. I hate making stupid shit like this. Oh, good, a poster. We get to make a poster? I don't like making posters. I always get bad grades on them because I'm shitty at drawing pictures and stuff. And I'm shitty at being neat and tidy. Too bad. We're doing posters. But what the fuck am I supposed to learn from this? I'm supposed to learn about history. I already know all the things I'm putting on the poster. You told me to put all these things on there. I already know them all. Why do I have to put them on a poster? Well, because that's the assignment, and you want to do well, don't you? Go to college, get a good job. Not really. I mean, I'd rather be retired right off the bat. Is that possible? Oh, no. You can't retire right away. You have to work for a long time. Well, what job do I have to do? Oh, we'll find something for you. Something important. Like what? I got an English degree. Are you happy now? Oh, yes. Now you're qualified to do what? To teach special ed. Special ed? What's that? Oh, vegetables. You know, they look like people, kinda, but they're all fucked up. And they can't talk, and they drool, and you gotta change their diaper, and that's what my English degree qualifies me for? Yeah. So I go around here, and I lift up all these retarded people, and put them on the changing table, and then their classroom teacher or whatever changes them, and then I put them back down in their chair, and I go change my own kids. I was a lifter. I'm gonna go around and lift everybody's kids for them. There's a bunch of women working there who were always like, oh, my fragile body, I must file more workers' comp. Anyway. Oh, that's what I was qualified to do, right. Well, you know, why did my English degree qualify me to teach special ed? Well, because I had a college degree, which meant I was a professional poop wiper? Yes. As a white-collar professional, you're not just wiping poop. You're filling out IEPs. You're explaining how you're going to adapt Shakespeare, the normal curriculum for these 18 to 22-year-old abominations. You're going to adapt Shakespeare. What the fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker? God. Anyway, fucking truck notwithstanding. Try to get in front of these school buses. So, that's what I did for a while. It was a good paying job, and it was cushy as fuck. I worked from like 8:30 to 2. Had, of course, it's a government job, so I've got insane benefits, good salary, and I do almost nothing. But that didn't make up anything meaningful for me in terms of a life. That was something I had to escape from. It was absolutely soul crushing because I couldn't understand the nonsense. Like, why am I making benchmarks for this kid to improve in this area, that area? He's 20 years old. He doesn't speak a word. He's non-ambulatory. He poops his pants. And we have to feed him with a spoon. Why am I writing an individual education plan for him? Where I'm going to improve his ability to self-feed by 0.00001% by motoring him through the feeding process over and over again without any progress being made. But I'll note it on the paperwork because that's what the law says. So I will modify Shakespeare for you, even though you can't even understand the basicest book in the world. So why am I modifying Shakespeare for you? I don't know, but that's what they say I have to do. The only good thing about that job, they had a piano in the room. That's where I learned how to play when I wrote the song Russ and Steven. My own one and only piano song. Anyhow, those things were all like temporary phases. There was a time when I guess I liked being a special ed teacher. I liked having a good job, I liked making decent money at a pretty young age. Not great. I made like 44 grand or something. I was, 27, 28. It was more money back then, and it was more money when you're younger too. So, regardless, the nice thing was the benefits, which is how, I was able to deal with all the pregnancy stuff with my wife and the child health care stuff that babies need and stuff like that. But after that, and after the English teaching stuff, and after the first marriage, and after the second marriage, and after the after the kid, and after I'd gotten the classroom teaching thing down, and I was working a lot, I had multiple jobs, then I started coaching debate. And boy, did that change everything. In the same way that teaching regular education was an eye-opener and a game changer for me in terms of realizing that, teaching wasn't the custodial nonsense that I had been accustomed to in the special ed community that I worked with, which was, as I said, 18 to 22-year-old, profoundly retarded. Teaching could be incredibly rewarding sometimes, depending. I realized that I liked hanging out with the kids. I liked middle schoolers in particular. I thought they were fun. I felt